6:16 a.m. I think it's the 21st of September. Let's talk about distractions, shall we? I try real hard to be on a schedule, put myself on a schedule, you know, being my own boss and not really having an actual schedule. I thrived in the corporate world being on a schedule, like having accountabilities and having people asking me for things and people relying on me for things. I think that's how I did well in a corporate environment. Almost 7 years of being my own boss. It's been very difficult being on a schedule and put myself on a schedule and not really having anyone hold me accountable for the most part. So right now, the only thing that I have on my schedule that I try to hit every day is my live streams. 9 a.m. my time, I go live on my Twitch channel. And I have people waiting for me. People are expecting me to be there at 9 o'clock. And other than that, there's really nothing else that I have that has to be done at a certain time. So I try to put things on my calendar and be like, okay, well, this time I'm gonna do this and this time I'm gonna do that, and it doesn't work very well. But I think my family tend to be distractions in a good way. Let me explain as I say this, but Tiffany specifically, not so much the kids, though the kids kind of play into it. Tiffany's a distraction. If she, you know, hits me up and is like, hey, you want to go do this thing? Or hey, you want to go to this thing? Or what do you think about doing this thing? Most of the time I'm like, yeah, sure, let's do that. That sounds fun. Because I enjoy spending time with her. And during the weekdays, we don't really do much, right? Like, we don't do much, but then like we don't do much. I stream my 7-8 hours a day. Kids are in school, kids have sports. You know, by the time we do dinner and kind of catch up with everything, with what's going on with everyone's life, it's chill mode, it's wind down mode. Everyone wants to kind of do their own thing, right? Tiffany's got her TV shows that she wants to watch. Bryce has got video games he wants to play. Sierra is either, you know, hanging out with Garen, or she's got her shows that she wants to watch. Everyone's got their things to do, right? For the most part, in the evenings, I'm left to do what I want, which most of the time is catching up on things that I missed during my streams. Because most of the time when I'm streaming, I'm locked in. I'm not paying attention to my phone. I come back to like 50 text messages and 100 emails and notifications on like 16 different apps, and I'm trying to catch up from the day, right? That's usually my little hour after my live stream is me catching up on everything, my notifications. But the point I'm trying to get to with the distractions. But the way my brain functions, I'm definitely more productive in the mornings. I'm not a morning person. I hate waking up early, but I'm definitely more productive. And I don't know if that's because less distractions, my brain's fresh, my battery's charged, I don't know. But I'm definitely more productive, get more stuff done in the mornings. Hence why I've always edited the vlogs first thing in the morning before I went to work, before anything. Because I tried the after work and I failed miserably. First thing in the morning is the best time to get work done. Unfortunately, because of my schedule with the kids, or I stream during the day while they're in school so that I'm not missing out on the after school stuff, right? Sports, dinner, that sort of thing. So I'm kind of forced to stream, you know, at 7, 8, 9 a.m., 10 if I'm doing a shorter stream. But, you know, for the most part, I'm doing like the 8 to 4, 9 to 5 kind of thing. And don't get me wrong, I'm easily distracted, right? I definitely have the Squirrel Syndrome, right? Especially when I'm doing something over here that I'm not really interested in, but there's something over here that's like, ooh, I like that. I'm very easy to be pulled away. Because in my mind, I'll get back to this. This isn't going anywhere, you know, it's fine. No one's waiting on it, you know, that sort of thing. But yeah, the way my brain functions is like, right, I need to put things in a compartment. And it's like, this is the time to work on this. This is the time to work on that. And I need every minute of the day to be able to do these things. And I don't. And so when Tiffany wants to go do something that's fun, that's enjoyable, or the kids have something going on, it takes those minutes away that I could have been used for something else, and then I don't get those minutes back. And then I lose my momentum. That's the biggest thing for me. I lose momentum, and it's hard for me to get back going again, right? I'm sure there's an analogy there that I just can't think of right now, but it's like once I get going, I shouldn't stop, because if I stop, I'm probably not gonna get back going again. And then my brain goes, well, tomorrow. We'll pick up where we left off tomorrow. I'll get to that tomorrow. Well, tomorrow has a whole new set of distractions and a whole new set of things going on, right? Yesterday was Monday. Well, today's Tuesday. Tuesday there's volleyball. Wednesday there's basketball. Like, you know, there's new things. It's really hard to just take something and be like, oh, we'll do it tomorrow, unless you make time for it. Unless you actually like, okay, well, I'll cut my stream an hour short, and now I have an hour to work on things that I didn't get done yesterday. Those are the type of things that I really need to do that I don't. But again, last night was a good an example why we're talking about this today. Is I sat on the couch with my laptop, and Bryce is trying to get some photos from his phone to the computer so that he can upload it to a project for school. Kids, they're tech savvy, but if they've never done something before on a computer, more or less, they need help. And so I must have got up like 3-4 times off the couch to help Bryce out, to get him going and at least get the pictures to his project. Then he was good. So there was that. And then, like I said, Tiffany wanted to go for the walk, so we did the walk. And then at some point, I just started getting tired. Like, well, what I'm supposed to, which is good, I'm not complaining. But by the time I sit down and ready to punch in for the night shift, so to speak, and get more work done, or get work done in the evenings, sometimes my brain's just fried. Sometimes I'm so kind of scattered, it's hard for me to focus back up. And I mean, and don't get me wrong, some nights I do, some nights I bang stuff out. But going back to a schedule, you know, one of the things that has worked for me in the past, but it hasn't become a routine because it hasn't become a habit, is literally scheduling blocks at night. Okay, 8 o'clock tonight, I'm doing this thing. 9 o'clock, I'm doing this thing. Like having an agenda, having a task at hand, you know? Like, I need to get back to that. The problem is there's not one every night. I need to almost create something every night so that it becomes a routine. The other problem is that not every night's the same, right? As I said, kids have sports, kids have events. You know, Sierra's right now in her volleyball season for school, so she's got games 2 and 3 nights a week. Some are home, so it's a real quick drive. Others are away. Last week we had a game that was an hour away. That completely changed our entire night. By the time we got home, Tiff went straight to bed, and I'm kind of like sitting there going, what did I need to work on? Let me pull up my list. Oh, no, that's gonna take too long. I don't have the energy for that. You know, yada, yada, yada. And thus, there we are. Not every night's the same. I think that's the biggest problem for me. Is like I can't have this routine if at any given moment, I'm gonna get thrown a curveball, right? I'm gonna be, you know, something's gonna pop up, which I know that's life. I get that, and we have to adjust to that. I'm just telling you the way my brain, I'm riffing, I'm dumping to you. I'm you know, I'm ranting here. I'm sure everyone has these same problems, and that's what's relatable about this too. Like, you know, compliments to those other dads out there, or moms, you know, they're like, oh yeah, you know, I understand. I'm doing the same this, doing the same that. I relate to this, I relate to that. You know, my kids are older than you, so you know, it's funny to see you going through the same stuff. Or my kids are younger than yours, and so it's interesting to look forward to that. Or oh wow, okay, good to know about that when I get there. You know, I like that those kind of conversations in the back and forth. It's on me to structure my day better so that when the kids are home and Tiffany's, you know, and it's after work hours, they do get the front of my attention. They get the bulk of my attention until everyone's done, right? I'm usually one of the last people to leave the dinner table, unless I have something I have to do, like a time critical, time sensitive thing I have to go do. Then I'll get up when we're done with dinner, but usually I'm the last one to leave the dinner table just because, you know, like I said, I know once everyone leaves, you know, that's it, see you tomorrow. I feel like I'm constantly explaining to myself why certain things don't get done, or certain things haven't happened yet. It's just too much on my plate, and I'm very disorganized. You know, I've tried a handful of different tools and apps and services, and you know, people are like, oh, you just need an assistant. It's like, trust me, man, an assistant isn't gonna help this. An assistant, I still have to be somewhat organized to then pass things over to an assistant. Thought about that. Once upon a time, I was ready to hire an assistant. I was actually looking at services and getting ready to pull applications and that sort of thing, but it didn't work out. But I wouldn't even know what to do with an assistant, like honestly, but of all the tools, apps, software, pen and paper is honestly the most effective. It's just right there in front of my face. But even that, I haven't formed a habit around. I write things down, get to the list, I start crossing things off, and then the list kind of disappears on some coffee table or end table or something, right? Or it's in my office, but I'm in the living room or the dining room table or something like that. And then like 2 or 3 days later, I find it, I pick it up, I scratch it off, I write a new list. You know, I need to build that habit of using it on a regular basis. Anyway, I don't even remember, we were talking about distractions. I'm very distracted. People riding their bikes by, they're walking by, sweet old ladies who want to talk to me. Yeah, anyway, so that's the thing. Like last night I went to bed last night going, I didn't get anything done. I didn't get anything like task oriented done. Like when I get back to the house this morning, I need to get to my email. I haven't been in my email for, I don't know, 3 or 4 days, and I know there's some emails waiting for me there because I see them on my phone. So I see the notifications. I know there's emails waiting for me. I just hate doing email on my phone. I feel like it's too many opportunities for mistakes, and I don't know, I like doing email on my computer. Well, the problem is I'm not always on my computer. Or if I'm on my computer, I'm always in my email. So again, gotta build those habits. Okay, so we are officially 7 days into this daily vlog thing. Some patterns are starting to form. I'm laughing at myself internally, laughing to myself internally, because YouTube is being YouTube, man. And I've gotten to the point where it's pretty predictable. I'm looking to gather some more data over this next week, course of this next week. Pretty sure I've got everything figured out already of like where my audience sits, and what the analytics are going to look like for the next month or so with these new videos. But what I want to ask you specifically is how are you guys liking what I've been posting? Obviously there's going to be some mornings, there have been some mornings that I have nothing really much to say. You know, I do a quick like check-in, hey, how's it going, blah, 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 and then it's short and sweet. And then depending on if I pick up the camera, if there's anything going on at home throughout the day, you know, try to capture little moments here and there. But some days are obviously longer than others, but the bulk of the vlogs are this. The bulk of the vlogs are me talking. Spot check. What are your guys' thoughts? Drop some feedback in the comments below. Other than that, like the obvious, like vlog Tiffany's cooking more, and like I understand that. I understand what you guys want to see. I can only do it though when I'm available, because that's what it comes down to. Kids aren't gonna vlog, Tiffany's not gonna vlog. It's when I'm available, when I'm there, mentally, consciously, then that happens. But other than that, what do you guys want to see? What do you guys want to see in these morning walks and morning rants? Are there topics you want me to talk about? Something that's on your mind? Want my opinion on something? Want me to explain something? You know, if it's YouTube related, Twitch related, entrepreneurship, entrepreneur related. I got some things to say, I got some opinions to throw out there, you know. I may keep to myself most of the time. One thing I will say about these morning walks, having to start and stop so often, I lose my train of thought. I forget what I was saying. The point that I had, I repeat myself a lot. I know I catch that when I edit. I repeat myself a lot, so I try to chop those out. But anyway, I think that's it. Family is distracting. I need to be more structured, form habits. This time, this day, this time, and ultimately just figure out how to do that around life events. Right? Tuesday. How are we looking? How are you feeling?
This feels weird over here.
I think yesterday was your worst day.
Yeah,
it was definitely the most puffy. Even like your other eye was puffy. It's getting better. It's getting better. Started morning off with some King's Coast coffee. We made some recent changes, branded and changed the names of some of the roasts. Link is always in the description. And use code Clintus to save when you purchase